In this video, we're going to be looking at applications involving proportions. And a ratio is a quotient of two quantities, or a fraction, and a proportion is an equation that equates two ratios. In number 1, it says, in an 8 o'clock class, there were 24 females and 16 males. And then they want us to express the ratio of females to males. So we're going to have 24 females over 16 males. And 24 over 16 can be reduced to 3/2. In A, it says, if the ratio of females to males is the same in the 1040 class as the 8 o'clock class, how many males are there in the 1040 class if there are 12 females? And the first thing they want us to do is choose a variable to represent the unknown. So x is going to be our variable, and x is going to equal the number of males in the 1040 class and now they want us to write the ratio for the 1040 class. And remember that females were in the numerator and males was in the denominator, so we need to stick to that. So we're going to have the ratio for the 1040 class is the number of females, which is 12, over x, which represents the number of males in that class. And now we want to write a proportion and solve. So we have 12 over x is equal to the ratio from the 8 o'clock class, which was 3 over 2. And now we're going to cross multiply. So we're going to multiply the numerator on one side of the equation by the denominator of the other. So we have 12 times 2 is equal to 24. And that is equal to x times 3, or 3x. And now we're going to divide both sides of the equation by 3, and we get x is equal to 8. And now they want us to state the answer. So we can say that there are 8 males in the 1040 class. In 2, it says there are 3.78 liters in 128 ounces. Find the number of ounces in a 2-liter bottle. So the first thing we're going to do is choose a variable to represent the unknown. So we can say that x equals the number of ounces in a 2-liter bottle. And now they want us to write a ratio from the statement there are 3.78 liters in 128 ounces. So we have 3.78 over 128, and we put liters in the numerator and ounces in the denominator. And now they want us to write a ratio using the variable. So because we have liters in the numerator in our original ratio, we're going to have liters again in the numerator, and the liters of our second ratio is 2. And in the denominator of our fraction, we're going to have x, which represents the number of ounces in a 2-liter bottle. And now we want to write a proportion and solve. So we have 2 over x is equal to 3.78 over 128. And now we cross multiply. So we have 2 times 128, which is 256. And that's equal to x times 3.78, or 3.78x. And now we're going to divide both sides by 3.78, and we get x is equal to 67.72. And now they want us to state the answer, and we could say that there are 67.72 ounces in a 2-liter bottle. In number 3, it says the ratio of households with pets to those without pets is 5 to 4. If 271 more households have pets than do not, how many households have pets? And how many households do not have pets? So the first thing it asks us to do is choose a variable to represent the number of households without pets. And I'm going to use X. And now we want to write the expression that represents the number of households with pets. And it tells us that 271 more households have pets than do not. So we can say that this can be represented by X plus 271. And now it wants us to write the known ratio. And they gave us the known ratio of 5 over 4. And it says the ratio of households with pets to those without. So we have with pets in the numerator and without pets in the denominator. So we need to be consistent. So now we want to write the ratio using the variable. And so we want household with pets in the numerator, and that was represented by X plus 271. And then we're going to have X in the denominator. And now we want to write the proportion and solve. So we have 5 over 4 is equal to X plus 271 divided by X. And now we're going to cross multiply. So we have 5 times X is equal to 4 times X plus 271. And now we're going to distribute the 4 through the parentheses. So we have 5x is equal to 4x plus 4 times 271 is 1084. And now we're going to subtract 4x from both sides, and we get x is equal to 1084. And remember that 1084 represents the number of households without pets. And now it wants us to find the number of households with pets, which was represented by x plus 271, or 1084 plus 271, which is equal to 1,355. And now we want to state the answer. So we can say that 1,355 households have pets. And 1,084 households do not have pets. In the box, they talk about similar triangles, and for similar triangles, their corresponding sides are proportional, and that's going to be important for number 4. So we have in 4, the perimeter of the small triangle is 54 inches. Find the lengths AC, DF, and EF. So for the first thing they ask us to find is find the length of AC. So in order to find AC, we can take the total perimeter, which was 54, and subtract the two sides that are given. So we have 54 minus 9 minus 21, and this is equal to 24. So we know side AC is 24. And now they want us to find the length of DF using a proportion. So here I'm going to use the sides of the smaller triangle as my numerator and the sides of my larger triangle as the denominator consistently through this problem so that I don't make mistakes. And here, if we want to find the length of DF, I can say that 24 over DF is equal to, and I can choose the other side that I have both numbers for. So we have AB and we also have DE, so their sides are proportional. So 24 over DF is equal to 9 over 12. And now I'm going to cross multiply. So I have 9DF is equal to 24 times 12, which is equal to 288. And now we can divide both sides by 9, and I find that DF is equal to 32. So then we can say that DF is 32. And now we want to find the length of EF using a proportion. And so we have 21 over EF is equal to 9 over 12. I'm going to use the same proportion that I used for the first example. And so we have 9 EF is equal to 21 times 12, which is equal to 252. And now we'll divide both sides by 9, and we get EF is equal to 28. We can put 28 in here. And now they want us to state the answer. So we can say that AC is equal to 24. And the lengths that they gave us were in inches. So we're going to say 24 inches. And DF is equal to 32 inches. And EF is equal to 28 inches. And that's all for our video on applications involving proportions.